A lot of mistakes are generally made around first base because of poor footwork and players not understanding where their feet need to be, what time they need to step to meet a ball that's thrown to first to get a runner out. For the first baseman, the normal fielding position, depending on the situation of the game, would be either even with the front corner of the bag, or for smaller guys, 3 to 4 steps behind the base. For the older players, anywhere from 5 to 7 steps behind the bag. When the ball's hit, they want to take a direct line to the bag immediately once the ball is hit, and once they're at the bag, they want to find the corners of the bag with their heels. Put their heels right on the outside corners of the bag, flex their knees so that they're in a good receiving position where they can move left or right in case of a bad throw. But by having the heels on the corners of the bag, they know where it is without having to look at it, and they know where the center of the bag is when it's time to take their stretch. Now, once we're at the bag, we've established where the corners are, we know where we are in relationship to the base. Next thing we want to do is make sure that there's a good throw before we adjust our feet. Depending on where the throw goes will depend on where we put our feet in relationship to the bag. First of all, we'll work on a good throw. Throw's coming directly at us. It's important that the first baseman understands that I am not going to stretch until the ball is thrown and I recognize the direction the throw is going. Assuming that the throw is good, it's coming right at me, now I'm ready to take the appropriate stretch, which is to put my throwing hand foot, if I'm right-handed, be my right foot, in the middle of the bag with the ball of the foot right in the center on the outside edge or inside edge. Then I'm going to step forward toward the ball and reach as far as I can to stretch to receive the throw. If the throw is off to our throwing hand side, an abrupt throw to the right, then what I want to do is put my ball of the foot on the corner, cross over with the other opposite foot, and reach to the ball in this fashion. If the throw is up the line toward home plate, then I will just shuffle to the opposite corner with the throwing hand foot, ball of the foot on the corner, and reach as I step with the opposite foot in this direction. Finally, at first base, the toughest thing for most first basemen to do starting out, young guys learning to play the position, is to pick a bad throw out of the dirt. Mistake that's normally made is once a first baseman sees that there's a bad throw coming their way, after they've gotten into their stretch position, they'll want to shy away from the ball. If they knock it down, that's good, but what we would like to see the first baseman do is go ahead into the stretch, into the direction that the ball is thrown. So if a ball is thrown off to my far right-hand side and I get to my stretch position, but now I see the ball is going to short hop or bounce, then what I want to do is get my eyes down with my glove. The lower my head is to the ground, the lower my eyes are to the ground, the better I can judge the hop. But I want to get the glove on the ground so that I can bring the glove up if I need to, but it's where it needs to be to start with, which is on the ground where the ball is. If it's taking the hop, I can always adjust up, but it's hard to be up and then go down and then have to come back up for an adjustment on a bad hop. So I want to get as low as I can, get my eyes as low to the ground as possible so that I can see the ball clearly, make a good judgment on the hop, and be down with it. Makes the vision a lot better the lower I am. If the throw's coming directly at me and I take my stretch position. Now I see it's going to be low. I'm in a good pick position to make sure that the head, eyes are down with the ball, glove is on the ground. Ball up the line, slide step, reach, glove on the ground, get the eyes low. Helps with the vision. It helps me be able to pick the ball a little easier. The higher I am, the more difficult it is to judge the hop.